Welcome to the Saints That Serve podcast,
where each week your hosts dive
into the crossroads
of faith, culture,
and the unknown.
Christ is Lord,
and the kingdom is now.
We are
the Saints That Serve.
Welcome to the Saints That Serve podcast. Episode 67.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You said the numbers, but don't do it.
Oh. You keep on trying to get me to do it, but
don't do it.
No.
Do it. Do it. 67. No, it's just so goofy. 60, like, we need to have like an entire, not this episode, but like an entire corner devoted to that whole entire
6-7 scenario
situation in the world. If it wasn't ministry month,
Missions Ministry Month.
That's right. We would totally have done it on this episode.
Yeah.
Because I think there is a lot to say about that whole 6-7 ordeal, and like you seriously needing to make sure your kids are not practicing. It seems like a craze, but there's demonic stuff going on with it. So be on the lookout for that.
February.
Here
we go.
We'll have a corner devoted to 6-7.
Which is ridiculous.
It is crazy. But that's not what we're talking about. What are we talking about this week? Hey, welcome to the Saints That Serve podcast.
That's the Saints That Serve podcast.
Episode 67.
Where we're going to talk about mission ministry this month.
Every single episode of this month, except for last week because we didn't put out an episode.
Yeah, sorry.
No, holidays.
Holidays. I wasn't apologizing to you. I was apologizing to the viewer.
Yeah, but I accept your apology on the behalf of the viewers.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As the representative of the viewership, I accept your apology.
Yep. So, do you have any announcements?
We pray for you every Friday.
Every single Friday.
So make sure that you reach out to us in the avenues appropriate if you need prayer.
Like what?
We have an email. It's
what's that?
saintsthatserve@gmail.com. There's also a direct messaging link at the bottom of the description for this episode.
Unless you're on YouTube.
It
doesn't work on YouTube.
For some reason. But
it works on any other platform.
Yep. Also, social media.
Yeah.
You can message us on social media. We are
Facebook.
There.
Twitter.
Yep.
saintsthatserve@gmail.com.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So if you need prayer, just reach out to us. And the only other announcement was what we're doing right now. Which is ministry.
That's right. So every single episode of the month of January, we will have somebody on talking about
missions or ministry. Missions or ministry or both. For the month. Yep.
But before we get into that, I think there's a little bit of something that we should get into.
Okay.
So there was something that we were participating in the month of December.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, go ahead. Take it away.
Yep. So for the month of December, we had a contest going on that if either one of us heard the song out in the wild, not the song out in the wild, but heard a specific song out in the wild, in the world, going on through our daily life, that song was Last Christmas
by Wham.
We were calling the contest, Did You Get Whammed?
Mm-hmm.
So, you did, in fact, get whammed, correct?
I did, in fact, get whammed.
I believe you said that a couple episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, on December 22nd, inside Stevie B's, paying for my food, I got whammed.
Dang.
A couple of days before it.
Made it so close.
It was so close. So it's crazy because you were on the way to Stevie B's. We were all meeting up to eat pizza for my birthday.
Yeah.
And standing in line about to pay for the food, I am like, is that? No, it is.
Yeah,
playing over the loudspeaker in Stevie B's.
Yeah, in that restaurant, the music is not super noticeable.
No, it's very, very quiet.
Very quiet, very subtle. Like you have to intentionally go hard to try and hear it. So it's crazy that you heard Wham.
I know we were I guess we were right underneath the speaker or something.
Crazy.
It's funny too. I'm standing there and I go, no, and Ashley goes, what? What's wrong? What's wrong? I said, I got whammed.
I can just imagine the teller at the
the person like paying for the food standing like, what?
That's funny. Well, I'm sorry, man.
Hey,
next year
maybe.
No,
but no Lego sets for either one of us.
No.
But let us know in the comments. Did you get whammed?
Yeah. Did you survive the whammalips?
Whammalips?
The whammalips. Yeah.
That sounds awfully a lot like the Wambalance.
Wambalance. I'm on the Wambalance because I got whammed. Anyways.
But yeah, that's
let
it.
Us know. Comment anywhere that you can. So.
Did you get whammed?
Yeah. Did you get whammed? Okay. So you ready to get into today?
Yep, let's get into it.
Okay. Ironically, we talked about announcements and we got through announcements. Today's episode's kind of just like
an announcement.
One big announcement. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is part of month.
It is part of month.
So. But first off, before we get into this conversation, this will be a shorter episode.
Yeah.
Just because.
There's
next week, maybe not, but hey.
Yeah.
Do you want to just lead into it and have anticipation on it the whole time and then you finally make your announcement?
No, let's just rip the Band-Aid off.
All right, do it.
So I guess I will give a little bit of an explanation, but my family and I are going back into full-time missions. So me, my wife, and my 3 sons, Bigfoot, Park Ranger, and Dasher, we are all going back into missions full-time. So for those of you who didn't listen to last year's Mission Ministry Month, I was a missionary for a couple of years in Hawaii with an organization called Youth with a Mission.
That would be YWAM.
YWAM.
Because you heard last Christmas, that's why.
Yeah. And last year in 2025, I'm sorry for all the listeners that are a part of my life outside of the podcast because you've already heard all this.
This isn't for anybody who's in Johnny's life. This isn't new news.
Yeah, this is for you, the exclusive listener who only knows me through the microphone.
All 2 of you.
All 2. Yeah, all you Japanese and Koreans. We love you. Arigato.
Gozaimasu.
No, so last year over the summer, something basically was brought up in church on a Sunday that it didn't really have to do with the main sermon, but it was kind of like an opener challenge. Like, hey, if you're not in alignment with what God has called you to do, you need to realign and make sure that you're on board with what God is leading you or told you to do and not sit in that idle opposition of the calling God has on your life. So that hit me a weird way. And I thought about it and I was like, what is God's calling on my life? It's been so long since I have thought about it. It's been a couple of years since I've thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me rephrase that. It's been a couple of years since I've articulated what my calling is. That I was like, truly, what is my calling? Because I know I'm supposed to be doing ministry in some shape or another. And everything I kept on trying to get going didn't seem to quite work out. So I spent time thinking about it. And then the Spirit just hit me, Holy Spirit. And was like, I called you to be a missionary. And you're not. You need to be a missionary.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to my wife about it. And we decided that we needed to spend a long time in prayer because leaving our home and everything that we've built, leaving our family is a really big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, we need to be confident that this is what the Lord is leading us into. So we started praying about it. And in the process of praying about it, I reached out to a friend who's still in Hawaii, who I was a missionary with for a little while. And they are the directors for the area. And they also have a family. And so I reached out to him and was like, hey, to get advice, like, how do you handle having a family and being full-time missionary, dependent on other people sending you donations to survive? All that stuff. And that conversation started there and led into how they had a need for someone with my specific set of skills.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to interrupt because I think this is a bit important, because me and you were having a conversation about it. And you told me that you reached out to several places that were nearby.
Yeah.
There's several different places that would be convenient, right?
Sure.
For your current, like, what you're doing, right? With your life and whatnot. And you not having to, move or, down the street pretty much. And
Yeah.
all these places that you reached out to either said no thank you or wouldn't even answer the phone.
Yeah.
And then you reached out to the director at YWAM in Hawaii for advice.
Yeah.
And it just lined up perfectly.
Yeah, they were like, hey, we really need someone who can do repair work.
Do what you do.
Yeah, what I do is for a profession. We need that here because we have a couple of buildings. We need someone to do maintenance, repair stuff. And then, our vision moving forward is to try and really push for community outreach to motivate the locals to be excited about missions and go out into the world to make disciples of Christ. So I was like, well, I enjoy doing community outreach stuff. I'm pretty decent at it, and I'm pretty decent at repairing things. So that seems like it works out pretty good. So we started praying into going there, and just the willingness to come alongside us and take care of me and my family and work with us rather than just being like, you do it our way or the highway kind of attitude. Was really encouraging. And so after praying for, a month and a half to a month and a half, we realized that this is what God was leading us to step into. So we, verbally committed to applying. We applied, we went through the process and they accepted us and basically said, like, whenever you're ready, come on out. We need you like now, but whenever you're ready, we'll be ready for you. And so we started, support raising and getting partners on board with keeping up with us and donating as they could financially. And now we're pretty much there. We had committed to coming out in March to start up in the beginning of April. And so now it's January and we are 2 months away.
Yeah.
From traveling out to Hawaii. So
I wanted to ask,
yeah,
do you want to let the viewers know how they can support you? Or if you're not comfortable with that, saying reach out to the email if an individual is interested in supporting you?
Yeah, if someone does want to support us, you're welcome to email us at Saints That Serve, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, it's just more of we're not sure about putting that information for all to hear directly.
Yeah, well, and it's one of those things where I don't ever want to come across as I'll do anything for you as long as I can get your money from you.
Yeah.
God provides for us, and he's made that very clear in this season of preparing for this, that he's the provider. And so if anyone wants to come alongside us and partner with us, I'd be more than happy to talk to you about it, but I'm not going to chase after people for money because God's providing.
Yeah.
I more so want people to be in prayer with us. I mean, yes, we do need money, but being a full-time missionary, especially when you're training young people who are coming out of, you don't even know. Some of them, they're coming out of life situations that are very dark. Like they just got saved and they decided to come to a mission school.
Oh, I thought you meant like the room they prayed in was the lights were off.
Yeah, all the lights are off when we pray. No, not that. But it can get dark, and the enemy will practice physical warfare sometimes. So prayer for me and my family is super important because I want my boys to know, and my wife, I want them to know what it is to be a missionary for Christ, but I want them to be safe.
Yeah.
So prayer is huge. So even if you can't give money, please, if you want to be a part of this journey, reach out so that we can get you set up to receive the prayer requests and the updates and everything, because prayer is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that. We are going, and it's not going to take away from the podcast. So that's what I'm going to.
I was about to say.
That's what everyone.
I know this is like sitting there like, oh man, the show's going. What's happening to the show? Absolutely nothing.
No.
Technology is great now that you can do things remotely.
Correct.
Very easily. I think COVID really helped with that, believe it or not, where people became very inventive, what's the word I'm trying to say? Innovative on how to keep doing their business. Because a lot of people do podcasts as a business.
Yeah.
We don't, but
sure.
If you want us to, we can. No, but a lot of people came up with a lot of great technology, and we're going to leverage that.
Yeah.
And keep the show going. It might sound a little bit different, or we might not. Right now, we try to have an episode recorded maybe a couple of days, at most a week before it airs.
Yeah.
We might have to pre-record some. It really just depends on what John's schedule sounds like or looks like.
Yeah, because we're on the East Coast, and Hawaii is way out in the Pacific Ocean west. And so it's a 6-hour time difference.
Yeah.
Between future Jairus and future Johnny.
So are you ahead or would I be ahead?
You're ahead.
I would be ahead.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be recording meet you at midnight, you at 6 o'clock. We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
So there might be maybe, I don't know, might be a couple of weeks where there won't be any episodes while we let you settle in, or have a guest on. But overall, maybe the quality goes down. I don't think it will.
Yeah.
Audio wise, I don't think so. I think we have good plans in place for that.
Yeah.
I think overall the show you won't be able to tell. The only way, if we didn't say a word announcing that you were on your going and doing back into missions, at the end of the day, I don't think you would be able to tell.
Yeah. I think the worst case scenario would be like, instead of every week, every other week, an episode comes out.
Worst case scenario.
But that's the worst case scenario. So yeah, we are still planning on recording and putting content out that revolves around
the Saints That Serve.
Saints That Serve.
I don't think much will change, if anything at all. I know we experimented last week with just sitting down and talking.
Organic conversation.
That was the name of the episode.
Heck yeah, dude.
But I haven't really looked up and seen if anybody really liked that format of the show. I really enjoyed sitting down and doing it. It was fun. So maybe we keep doing that more. Maybe we have an organic conversation every month. Y'all just let us know what you want the show to be going into 2026.
Yeah. What do you find entertaining?
Do you want topics? Do you want organic conversations? A mixture of the two? Should we bring back the corner? We haven't done that in forever.
This is true. We have not done a corner segment in a while.
When's the last time we played Facebook Marketplace Madness?
I actually don't know.
It's been a minute.
Natural conversation.
I should have called it organic conversation.
Yeah. But yeah. So that's the big, it's like I said, today's episode's more so just a big announcement.
It would be an introduction and announcement to Missions Ministry Month.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I'll make a commitment right here because it's going to make your life harder. We might bleed into February and give you more than just one episode of Missions Ministry Month.
Why would that make my life harder?
Because you have to find more guests.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But Yeah, so God's leading us into doing that. We're going to become missionaries. Hawaii, I know that the first thought that a lot of people have is like, you're suffering for Jesus.
Oh, paradise for Jesus?
Yeah.
No. It's pretty rough there, right?
It's a great place to vacation.
Yeah.
But to live there is hard. Yeah. So I don't want to try and like over down talk it. Is that the right way to say it?
Play down. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to make it sound like it's just awful and you should never live there. I mean, it is very beautiful. It's a tropical island.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful.
But they have a terrible, terrible alien infestation.
Yes.
Blue aliens.
Yeah.
I'd call them experiments.
Yeah. Well, there's only like a handful that are blue. They're all different colors.
This is true.
And there's 660. There's 626.
Yeah, well, Stitch was 626, and then he made a couple more after Stitch.
No, he made one more after Stitch.
I thought he made two more after Stitch.
Oh, I guess.
Because I thought there was the one that was like his big enemy in like the last
Leroy
one.
and Stitch.
Yeah, wasn't he 627?
Yep.
And then there was a girl one he made that was 628. Or
No,
was that
that's 623.
Awesome. Let's get more into another.
624. That's 624.
Oh, okay.
625 is the lazy one.
Yeah, the sandwich
Only
guy.
Sandwiches, yeah. And 624 is the girlfriend one. That's what she is.
Yeah. Girl Stitch.
Girl Stitch.
Yeah, let's get more into the lore of Lilo and Stitch. Seriously, did you know there's an anime? There's a Lilo and Stitch anime that takes place after Lilo. Lilo grows up and gets a boyfriend, and Stitch gets depressed, so he goes to Japan and then finds another girlfriend, like a female friend who's like a little girl who becomes his buddy, and she's Asian.
Interesting.
It's canonically after Lilo and Stitch finish like their run.
It's just called Stitch.
It's just called Stitch, yeah.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
Anyways,
interesting.
Got super off topic, but it's really funny.
Yeah, that is funny. But yeah, so Hawaii, a lot of fun stuff, but I guess I'll give kind of what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
So my wife will be doing an intro course when we get out there because she's never done anything with YWAM.
And that's a requirement, right?
It's required, yeah. So
to be on staff, you have to have.
Yeah. So she has to do what's called a discipleship training school. Shout out to last year's Mission Ministry Month. If anyone hasn't listened to those, we talk a lot about the
DTS.
The DTS. So she will do hers, and then when she completes it, she'll be kind of a part-time staff, full-time mom. So
yeah,
nothing changes there.
And then once your boys get their DTS done, they can be on staff.
Yeah, they have to be a little older than that.
Older than they
adult.
Currently,
they have to be an adult.
Which they're not.
And I'll be doing, like I said, I'll be doing maintenance work. And the way that YWAM sets their school programs up is a part of the curriculum is a portion called work duties where they help out on the base. And what that does is it promotes community living as missionaries, but then also like being able to serve others around you and maybe gain a little bit of a skill outside of your norm. So, I'll be doing repair work, but then with all the schools that we have on the base, some of the students will be for a couple hours a week helping out in my department. So I get to build relationships with students and help with their discipleship process while also teaching them how to, I guess, screw in
use a hammer.
Yeah, use a hammer, paint some walls, whatever needs to be done, but it'll be fun.
So when you were there, I mean, obviously many, many moons ago.
Yes.
Did you feel like that need was there for a handyman when you were there?
Oh, yeah. We were always doing. Fun fact, that was when I was a student. That was the team I was on, was the maintenance team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny. It's full circle.
Just build a wall, like as your job, build a Hall of Fame, and it's just you on it.
Have you ever seen that movie Surf's Up with the penguins?
Yeah.
Yeah, the trophy room scene.
Yeah.
He's like, these are my girls.
These are my ladies.
It's just all the
This is
trophies he's
Lola.
won.
This is Lola. She's my special lady.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why that's what I thought of when you said that, but that's what
Well, it's because it's like being
self-absorbed.
self-absorbed
Yeah.
and just being very boastful when we shouldn't be.
Yeah.
That's why it's a joke.
It's yolk.
Joke, not eggs.
Yeah, sorry.
Not yolk.
It'll be fun. I don't really know if I have anything else to add on to that. Just I had fun when I was a student getting to have the work duties because it was a little bit of like a breath of fresh air.
Like, just a change of pace and
Yeah, a change of pace from the
everything.
curriculum. But then I also got to, build relationships with people that weren't inside my school.
Mm-hmm.
So it did bridge the gap of the community on the base and made it less isolating. So it's like DTS people were not just exclusively with DTS people because they got exposure to base staff and secondary school students and staff. And so it is nice. And it's also opportunity, dude, to just share the truth of Christ and the love of Christ with people that are new to their faith or figuring out their faith, figuring out who God is and who they are. That's what I'm excited for. I was talking to somebody earlier today and, what we were talking about, I was like, if it's not about Christ, it's not about the pursuit of Jesus, why are you wasting your time?
Right.
And so that's my heart behind this is I firmly believe this is what the Lord is calling me to do. And I'm going to make it about him. I have my business that I do. I'm a handyman. And if I have an opportunity to bring Jesus into the conversation, I take it. But I don't make my business about Christ. And that's really convicting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a little bit of it where it's like, I gotta send out invoices. I gotta get paid. I gotta buy material. I gotta this, that, and the other. And I get distracted and I don't make those things. Like, how do I glorify God while I'm doing these things? And so, I try to fight that. And I try to stay focused on Jesus inside my business. But the exciting thing about this is I'm literally doing manual labor
For Christ.
I'm taking care of property that has been entrusted to a local body of believers. And in taking care of that property, I'm also influencing and discipling younger Christians in their faith. And I'm looking forward to coming alongside them and using parables about what we're doing physically with our hands to show the love of Jesus. Because, Christ used parables to speak truth. People didn't necessarily understand them all the time because their hearts were closed and the Spirit didn't illuminate them to those people.
Mm-hmm.
But looking back now as believers with the Holy Spirit in our lives, we see these parables and we're like, wow, that's a beautiful image of the kingdom of heaven or redemption or sanctification or whatever it may be. So I'm looking forward to, doing that. But hey, here's today what we're doing. We're going to get some shovels and we're going to clean out from underneath this house because it's really dirty and messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard work. But when we're done with the work, it's going to look really good.
Mm-hmm.
And and more importantly, it's going to be functional.
Yeah.
And then we parallel that to our faith. As a sinner without God, we are a dirty wreck. And when Christ comes into the picture, he comes in with his shovel and he cleans all the gunk out and he makes it functional and working again. And it makes it look good. And our hearts are restored.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the beauty of Christ. That's the beauty of the gospel is it's a restoration. And that's the exciting part is just doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
With different people. So
do you remember when we went on camp with when we were running the youth ministry?
Summer camp.
Summer camp?
Yeah.
Do you remember when we volunteered to go to that church and help clean up around it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So do you remember you said we're going to split up into two teams? Jairus, you choose your people and you go over there and then we'll choose and then, we'll break it up teams.
Yeah.
And we'll go over there. Well, your team went out in the blazing sun doing the easy job. I would say you're picking up palm leaves and stuff off the palm trees and kind of just putting those together. Then you sent my team to go dig like a ditch.
Oh,
And like
really?
it was like some I don't think you realize this, but it was like we ended up going and doing like it was like digging or picking some trash up, or it was like I think it was harder work, but it was in the shade.
Okay.
So I recognized that, and I picked all these kids who are like could handle harder work,
Yeah.
but they didn't seem too happy that I was picking them for the harder work. But they didn't realize that I was picking the shade for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I understand that's harder work, but we're going to be in the shade.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny looking back, and it's just like them not realizing, I'm picking you, but trust me.
Yeah. 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 Dude, I look back on all the different stuff that we did with that.
We did that 3 or 4 years going to camp.
We went to camp 3 different times.
3 different times, yeah.
Yeah, because, we did that youth ministry for 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Feels longer than that in a good way.
Yeah, it was a really good season. Like, I had fun doing it, and I believe that the Lord used it in a lot of different kids' lives.
Mm-hmm. I see it. It's crazy seeing a lot of these kids who were in the youth group.
Yeah.
Now, like, I'm not going to call them out, but like your sisters were there.
Yeah.
I can call them out by name because they've been on the show.
Yeah.
But both of them now, one married and one getting married.
Yeah.
And then another young man from that group is now engaged.
Yeah.
I see that all the time with like these kids who were kids to me, growing up and being adults now.
Now they're adults, yeah.
And it's crazy.
One of them had a kid. Like, they're married and had a kid already.
You have to tell me the name later.
I'll tell you the name later. But
I'm like,
I
wait,
saw that the
who?
other day. I was like, what?
I did not know this.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
what is their first name, last name, and social security number? Because we had that.
Yeah, let me start with the social security number. No.
1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1.
George Washington.
I was going to say Jesus.
Jesus was before America.
Did you know that Jesus is the creator of the social security system?
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, we still have fun here on this show.
Jesus is the creator of the soul security system. Boom.
You're onto something there. Cut it. We're going to use that for later.
Something.
Hold on. Do it again. Jesus, what? Redacted.
Yeah. So that's the intro for Missions Ministry Month. Johnny is going to be a missionary.
Bye, John.
Bye. But yeah, please, if you're hearing this, please be praying for us. And if you want to stay up to date,
reach out to saintsthatserve@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Put in the subject line, John's Ministry.
Yeah.
Or something to that effect. If you just want to be up to date on it.
Heck yeah.
The problem is we can't say this stuff on the show directly because you're going to be talking about, I guess, more personal stuff that we don't want out there, right? Like your newsletters have your last name in the header as the family missions. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Yep.
I didn't actually say it. I just pressed the button. Yeah, it's funny. But it's like, we would love for you to support John. Just not to
we're not going to put
steal his identity.
Yeah, we're not going to put the random info out there for random people. Even though there's,
because you talk about your children in the newsletter and all this stuff. So we've always been very careful not to tell anybody about and Jim Bob.
Jim Bob.
Yeah, that's your 4th child.
4th unknown child.
Jim. If you have a 4th child, you're now obligated to name him Jim Bob.
Jim Bob. I'm not going to do that. So, all right. Yeah, so that's it. So, if you have any questions or you want to know more, reach out to us at our email, saintsthatserve@gmail.com.
That's right. And tune in next week when we start with our first guest of Missions Ministry Month.
Heck yeah.
And their name is Redacted.
All right. Well, Christ is Lord.
And the kingdom is now.
We are
The saints that serve.
with 4 minutes to spare.
And I'll keep it off, too.
And I'll keep it off.